Okay, I want to take a couple minutes and I want to talk for a little bit of time about what has been done in our work with Christians for Science. Number one, we've provided some education about the new material because a lot of people are busy and they don't know what's going on. My friends, a lot of people were busy in 2004. They didn't know what was going on, and now we have evolution introduced in our school, and it takes gunpowder to be able to get that out of our school system. And so we got our work cut out for us. Number two, we identified the key content, and so what we did is we said, hey, we're all busy. So we came up with a little document, and there's some copies on the for you out there for you to read for yourself and say, are they really planning on teaching these things to our students? It's all in one little document. You're welcome to read it. You're welcome to have a copy of it. And then what we did is we went to some apologetic organizations and we said, we don't know what to do. This is not good news. Can you challenge it? And you know, we didn't get a lot of response, so we did it ourselves. We studied the matter out and we answered this business point by point. And it was a helpful experience. We also identified key people, and I mentioned some already. We contacted these people, and we tried to have a relationship with them over the phone before we challenged them, and then we challenged them. Some of them were very kind, and some of them were not agreeing with our position in a very favorable way, and asked us to do some more research in this area. I'd like to give you one example in particular. The science coordinator for the state of Georgia said this: I'm surprised you have this position about evolution, and you work at a university. I suggest that you talk to some of your science people and make sure that they explain it to you. And I was very sad to hear that somebody would say that to me, but that happens. We also contacted the state superintendent. I called the former state superintendent where this person was involved in 2004 and communicated with her. She was very pleasant until the last email, and she said, I don't want to talk to you anymore about this particular matter. Well, we got our work cut out for us. We contacted the state superintendent, John Barge. We also sent a letter out to all school superintendents in the state of Georgia. We sent an email out to leaders and the church leaders in this particular area, as well as other areas in the state of Georgia. We asked to speak before school board meetings, and Brian Mitchum was with me in the last school board meeting we went to, and it went over very well. People want to know about this particular issue. We now have an account on Facebook. Leslie's doing a great job putting that together for us. We've got tools available on our webpage that you could download for your own educational purposes and hand out. I've got some on the table back there. You're welcome to have a copy of that. And we've given email updates to people. The last one says Science Board Input, and I want to talk briefly about that. During the public feedback period, you will be able to look at these documents. Now, these documents are documents I've looked at, but the public is not allowed to see them yet. I want to blow up that middle part. It's the middle part that we're all concerned about, because in middle school on the left and on high school on the right, evolution's taught here and evolution's taught here. And the information that is being taught is in this little brochure. So I do urge you to be aware of what is happening, and I urge you to take action. All right, so there's work for us to do. Brothers and sisters, we need to pray for the minds and hearts of people. They'll be receptive and they'll act. We need to get the word out. We need to visit our webpage. A lot of work has been done in our effort, and many members of the church have not taken time yet to read that, and I urge you to do that, or go someplace where you can get that information. And give feedback. One thing every Christian can do is during a public feedback period, give feedback, and we want you to do that. We will tell you when that happens. And brothers and sisters, I contacted the governor's office about this matter. I contacted our representatives in this area in this area about this particular matter, and they're interested to know what's going to happen. But nothing's going to happen if we don't rise and challenge what's happening. What is happening? Darwinian evolution is going to take over more in the teaching and education of future children. And you thought it was hard to challenge the information we have now. It is going to be very, very difficult to challenge it in the future. Okay. Let me drill it down.